How are we doing, guys? I'm Cody Mountjoy. This is Happy Wheels Cars and Stuff, and this is part 3 of the ongoing vlog for the suspension being all funky. So right now I finally got in the PowerFlex bushings, the front and the rears for the lower control arm, as well as the ball joints for the lower control arm. So we're going to be replacing those regardless if they're bad or good. We're going to have the lower control arm out for the bushings and investigating. So anyways, stay tuned for the install video coming here soon. And anyways, hope you enjoy the video. Stay towards the end because I'll have about it'll be a review of how the car's feeling a few days after today, which is when I'm installing everything. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. See you later. Okay, so in the process of replacing the first control arm bushing, well, taking the control arm off, you could already see there's quite a bit of wear in the front bushing of the lower control arm. So here, let me show you. Right there, just in the rear portion of the front one, you can tell it is pretty dirty and looks pretty beat up. So let's get back to it. All right, so I got my passenger side lower control arm out, and as you can see, this is pretty movable. I mean, there's some firmness to it, but barely any that would really help with the car. And then this bushing, this is the forward bushing, is pretty beat to shit. Honestly, the metal's showing like right around there. So yeah, and here is just, there's just a lot of play. Like, you have the bolt, I don't have it on me right now, but moves in and out, and that's just stock, I guess. So yeah, that's what I'm working with. So up is nighttime, and I've got both of them out. However, I tried getting the ball joint out and that one out with, or the rear bushing out with my ball joint pressing kit, but it doesn't really work out very well. The attachments that I have for it aren't great, so I'm just gonna take it to like a pressing shop or something tomorrow. I don't know, maybe Firestone will help me out there, something like that. I have a couple people I can talk to as well. But yeah, so they're out. I'm taking a break tonight, and yeah. All right, guys, so the day after the night that I took a break after taking out the lower control arms, I took the lower control arms, the new bushings, and the ball joints down to Patrick Space Force Base's auto hobby shop, which is freaking awesome, let me tell you. It's like $5 an hour. You can use their base, you can use all the tools they have. They have everything you need, and they dispose of everything. Just $5 an hour. Pretty awesome. The tech there at the time, his name was Shige. He was freaking awesome, helped me with everything I needed. Anytime I needed help with something with the bushings, which we actually need the rear bushing, we actually lubricated to be able to get in there, because it was hard finding a correct attachment for the ball joint tool, or the ball joint press tool. So we had to make it work, and we did. It fit correctly. Nothing, broke or anything. So we did it right. Got it in perfect. So thanks to him. And so now I've been driving on him for the past few days, and we're about to take a test drive. So let's get to it. All right, let's get it going. It's freaking hot outside. Sweating already. All right, so this is about day 3, day 4 maybe, after fully installing the lower control arms with the new bushings and the ball joint. So just been kind of settling them in, feeling them out, adjusting the alignment whenever they settle in and things like that. So right now, the reason why I'm making this at the moment is because it feels solid. All right, I'm pretty sure they're pretty much fully set in. Obviously, we won't know for sure until autocrossing, but I've been ripping it around a little bit. Not anything illegal or anything. Just been kind of like, steering here and there. Just trying to feel it out. A little bit of stuff in the parking lot, kind of working them in. And let me tell you, this thing, the new bushings are a must. Okay, you might be thinking, I want a stiffer front sway bar, or maybe one of those track bars or something like that, but my buddy Carlos is the one that actually recommended getting the bushings first and trying those out, and man, I'm so glad he did, because they made a good difference. Obviously, as you saw, the bushings seem pretty worn. That rear bushing of the Fiestas, the stock one, it actually, I don't understand how it just goes, there's like an oval rather than a circle that the bolt goes through. It just looks like there's a lot of movement. It's not too sure about their idea there. Maybe had to do with, I honestly don't know. But it's so much more firm. The shifts, you might be surprised if you don't have any experience with these bushings and stuff like that, but the shifting is a lot smoother now as well. It's probably because my thing is I think it's because of the axles. The axles go into the transmission obviously in the front, and whenever you shift the transmission or you shift gears and the ratios are different, it might move the axles a bit more, so you kind of feel a lurching. I think that's what it was. And now that the lower control arm is keeping the axles, the wheels stiff, there's no like when I had the engine and the trans mounts installed, it very much helped the wheel hop, the transmission movement, the engine movement, all that stuff, and the torque steer. It helped that immensely. Once I got these in, because after that, when I was having the problem with the suspension, lower control arm bushings, obviously, that's what the problem was. There was a little bit of wheel wobble, which I was telling you guys about. Also, torque steer. That is completely mitigated now. There is nothing, basically. I mean, you could put a stiffer sway bar, maybe a track bar on, and just maximize that even more, but really the bushings helped immensely, and there's no reason to do that. Right now, like, steering is stiff. It's very, very responsive. As you can see in this video right here, I'm trying these setups out. My phone right here, which is pretty good quality, and the GoPro is set up right here like I usually do for autocross. So I'm just gonna take you guys around, see what's up with the steering, how it looks. Hopefully you guys can get a good feel of how responsive it is now. Okay, so we're at a stoplight right now, trying to get the oil temp up, and it's going to take it out some roads I know of, even though Florida's pretty flat. Florida is, you go down 95 and it's just straight up north, straight down south. So, yeah. So I'll get back to you guys in a minute whenever I'm there. All right. And I am now in the place that I want to be. Now, as far as, windy roads go in Florida, there's, as far as I've seen, very little. Obviously, this is a semi-residential. This is a residential area, but you could easily see cars coming, bikes, pedestrians. There's not really any sidewalks, any walkways or anything. And I mean, you could easily see if somebody's pulling out of the driveway. So I'm not gonna fly through here going like double or triple the speed limit, but just a spirited drive, feeling out the suspension. No bumping there. or no rattling. You know, feeling it out, and so far it's good. I might get the occasional old person that gets mad at me, but who cares? I'm trying to live my life. And this person, oh, it looked like they were trying to come in the lane. Old person, went his way a little bit. Wave to him so it looks like I'm a nice guy. I am a nice guy. Let's be honest. I mean, steering response is ridiculous now. And it just it feels like it's skating, honestly. Because the sway bar, with that thing on, it's like a 22 millimeter sway bar. It's the white line rear sway bar for the Fiesta ST. That thing stiffens it up a lot. So this thing, the rear end really wants to kick out. And now that the front is so stiff, I mean, like I said, it feels like it wants to skate around. But I mean, you can feel the rear end kick out, but it's controllable, especially now with the front. These bushings are really helping. So yeah. Goes now. Potholes, zooming past that. Yeah, you know, I miss the windy roads of Connecticut and California for sure. Like just up in the hills. Like this is something you had to actually look for. This residential area right here, and I mean, there's no roads that are just like this. I mean, there are plenty. You just have to find them, and they're all residential areas, really. There's no just open roads that are windy as shit. Kind of sucks. What are you gonna do? One in Florida, right? But anyways, so that is really what I wanted to show you. Just like, man, that's a lot of fun. Just the new rigidity of the suspension and how smooth and how like just precise it is now. I can't wait to take it out autocrossing. Also, Sebring has a time trial and track event coming up that I am signing up for. So stay tuned for that. I'm probably going to vlog that as well. So look out for that. And you know, to do that, you gotta like, subscribe, ring the bell so you stay updated, and gotta dodge a tree, and leave your comments in the comment section below. See if you like it or like this video. If you did, cool. If you didn't, also cool. Let's have a conversation. See you guys later.